subscribe, and like LA TV, yo. ALLLL like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy, yo. I'm talking about celebrity news, the news, and whatever it is that's been and is going on in the world around me. I'm talking about celebrity news, the news, and whatever it is that's been and is going on in the world around me. Today I'm going to be talking about Not My Dory. Like on Teen Titans when that guy was like, not Starfire, not my Starfire. When they all was playing Oregon Trail and they got scurvy. And Cyborg was like, not Starfire. That's how I feel about what happened to Ellen DeGeneres. It's like, it can't be true. Not My Dory. So I have a script here, so I'll stick to it because this is probably going to end up being a two-parter, which is fine by me. So here we go again. LA pronounced like LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. And it says, so what's going on with Ellen DeGeneres? I don't know, you might say. Well, so let's see. I'm going to type in Google exactly what's going on with Ellen. And so I did. In Google, I typed in this. What's going on with Ellen? Immediately, what came up in the box is as follows.
As of July 27th, the Ellen DeGeneres Show had officially been placed under investigation by Warner Media. More recently, former employees spoke out about being subjected to sexual harassment and misconduct at the hands of several of the show's executive producers. Even Brad Garrett has jumped onto the fray.
And that was from August 3rd, 2020. So I typed in the same question into Bing search engine to see if hopefully I will find different casts, different scripts. But unfortunately, when I typed in what's going on with Ellen, the first thing that came up was the title that said, and I'm quoting again, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Controversy Explained, Glamour. I'm like, oh no, come on. I hope this is just a hoax or chutzpah or something. This is an article produced from Glamour, you guys, in the celebrity news section. This is apparently an online Glamour website. I had to look and verify whether or not this site was and is the Glamour magazine, like the Glamour magazine, or just some type of knockoff. Boo. I didn't find an about section on the site, which is true. When I went to this link off of about to call it Bling, off of Bing, it directed me. The first story was the celebrity section from Glamour. And I really didn't believe that it was them at first sight because it was so bland. The website is so blah. Like the face of it. So I'm like, this gotta be something generic. So I didn't want to simply say Glamour magazine and it wasn't them. And I don't want to get lawsuit, Damien size lawsuit, So Glamour, I'm not throwing shade at anyway. I just wanted to be sure that was you on the account that I didn't see an about section on your homepage, and it was pink and gray, and it was very, very bland. But in my mind, I was like, you know what? Some people, when they arrive, they kind of revert back to being overly simplistic because they don't have to have all the hoots and hollers and dings and dongs and bells and whistles to get anybody's attention. They've arrived to the point where they don't even have to think about trying. All they have to do is breathe, and their work's done for the rest of the next 65 years. So I wanted to make sure my tracks were covered to verify just in case. So once again, I thought this website was just some type of knockoff version biting off of Glamour. So what I did was I was like, let me check and see again whether or not I just simply overlooked the fact that the Glamour webpage didn't have an about site. No, so that was a big surprise. I didn't see an about section to see what it was about, but I did see at the bottom they had like Twitter and Instagram. So I went to the Instagram page and I followed their page. Yeah, on the Instagram page, I saw the blue check after the name Glamour Mag. Yes, so I assume strongly that this is the Glamour magazine. The Glamour magazine. Yes. So under their name and the descriptions, it stated what... So under the name and description on their Instagram page, Glamour stated what they're about. Their Instagram page also says redefining refining fulfillment for our women. Get the latest beauty, fashion, and culture news from Glamour. So I just wanted to make sure I was giving everybody the correct credit. So Glamour did also unfortunately verify that there's issues going on with My Dory. So that kind of made me bummed out. But once again, I followed Glamour's Instagram. And I said all this to say, as a way to cite my sources and to fatten up my video far as time goes. LOL. This online electronic article dated on September 21st, 2020 said that according to Variety, so I had to stop and look and make sure I knew who they were too, because now this is the third source. The first source I have is from, let me look back here. The third source that's verifying this, the first source is from Google, then, the second one is from Glamour magazine, unfortunately, and now the third is Variety. And so it's an online and some sort of informative entertainment magazine, like a digital magazine or something. So going back to online Glamour magazine is also giving credit to this other digital platform, and the digital platform is called Variety. And unfortunately, the Ellen DeGeneres show have led to an internal investigation by Warner Media. Once again, according to what Glamour magazine said, Glamour magazine quoted that Variety magazine / digital platform said, quote, the Ellen DeGeneres show have led up to an internal investigation by Warner Media. Dun dun dun! Now Warner Media, now Starfire. So this is not only my third solid source of validation within my three sources of solid validation. Both of them have followed back by saying that by mentioning the Warner Warner Media, and they're big too. So I'm like, oh no, is Ellen in trouble? Oh no, not Dory. That can't be. It is impossible. Not My Dory. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. For those of you who don't know, Dory is a really cool character from the Finding Nemo, which is a Disney Pixar production. Dory is a blue fish, and Ellen DeGeneres did an awesome job doing Dory the blue fish's voiceover. So for that reason, I'll tell you about Dory's character. Dory is a small, shallow draft. Oh, not that. Go on and laugh at me. I'm not editing this out. They're like, she's so stupid. Well, I'll read this one too, because I'm just learning something now. A dory is a small, shallow draft bowl, about 5 to 7 meters or 16 to 5 feet inches to 23 feet, 0 inches long. That's too many numbers. Too many numbers. Stay away from me. Not the chainsaw. Not the chainsaw. It is usually a lightweight boat with high sides. High sides. A flat bottom. Apple bottom jeans. Okay. It is usually a lightweight boat. Stick to the subject. I'm trying. Just let me finish. Let me finish the article. Moving on, I didn't know Dory was a boat. Honestly, I thought Dory was a fish first. So when my heart, and like African Americans say in rap songs, and my heart of hearts, whatever the heck that is, two hearts. Wow, I've gotten away with this thing. So much for professionalism and celebrity news. What I do as I please on my platform. So I was trying to find a definition of Dory, but I saw a boat. So Dory is a small boat, shallow draft boat with all those numbers and measurements. It is usually a lightweight boat with high sides, a flat bottom, and sharp bows. Oh, throw them bows. They are easy to build. Lies. Because of their simple lines. More lies. For centuries, dories have been used as the traditional fishing boats. Oh, like those boats Jesus used to catch rods in. The economic boat package. So, blah, 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 yaggity smaggity. They were traditional fishing boats, both in coastal waters, and in the open sea. So, technically, that's a boat Jesus rode in. And, but don't. Those tiny boats that you saw those idiots in the Jaws movie. I mean, why would you go right out in the Dory? I'm gonna catch Jaws, god dog it. Sure. 5 seconds later, you hear dun 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 dun. 2 seconds later, boop 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 boop. Then commercial. Jaws was brought to you by Pantene Provine because I want silky, soft, shiny hair, and you can have silky, soft, shiny hair too if you. Meh. Here we are scrolling down. Not my Dory. I don't want to believe it, Lord. I don't want to believe it. Not my Dory. So Dory is one of the primary characters of Finding Nemo and the protagonist of its sequel, Finding Dory. She is a blue tang fish who suffers from short-term memory loss. Story of my life. So I hope that this whole Ellen thing, everybody catches a mild short-term memory loss situation and just overlook, pass me not, oh gentle Savior. MC Hammer, do not pass me by. Pass this vibe, because we need to bring Ellen back. Yeah, you know, they're saying that she's mean, like she's like mean, like the polar opposite of how Dory is. Oh, I hope that's not my Dory. Oh, I just hope that's not the case. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this a part 2. But the first part is just me introducing you to basically what's going on in the world of Ellen DeGeneres. And that she's under like investigation because people are jumping on the bandwagon, you know, unfortunately talking about life experiences and how and interns talking about how they don't feel happy on the set. Aren't happy on the set. They're not feeling the magical world of Disney and the joy of Epcot Center when they're working with Ellen. So too many people are coming out of the woodwork. So, you know, that's just too bad. I don't know if Ellen is naturally a mean-spirited person or not. But, you know, even if that is the case, a girl's gotta eat. I mean, after all, she is an actress. So, you know, I mean, I think you're putting too many high expectations on people. I think if with any type of career you're going in the world of Hollywood and just being in front of the camera and all that jazz, just remember these people got these jobs because they're very good at what they do, which is acting. So keeping that in mind, You go to work and be professional, not expecting anything more but to do your job and to have respect for one another. You know? So I think it also needs to be viewed on that point of view as well. You are going to work for an actress or an actor, and they got their job because they're pretty darn good at what they do. So if they have to act their way through to get a check, that's what they went to school for. That's the talent they were blessed with. You go to work and you do your job, and try your best not to get all in your feelings. Have a point of view. Take a breath and really see where your head is at when you're coming at the people who have hired you. I'm not scorning anybody, I'm not scrutinizing anybody, but I just want to make sure so people don't mess up a good job or a good thing on all aspects from working with the celebrities who did choose to hire you in the first place. Just make sure you're not jumping on the bandwagon because it sounds nice. I want you to take a breath, take some time off from work, and really think about what you're doing. And then come back to it. And if you still feel some type of way, then let it go. But don't jump on the wagon just because everybody else is. I implore you to really think about what you're doing. Make sure your decisions are coming straight from the gut and not going along with the masses. Not my Dory. Not my Dory. She helps Marlin on his journey to rescue Nemo while heading to Sydney. She suffers from short-term memory loss. Let this all just go away under the guise of short-term memory loss. Not my Dory. Keep your head up, all of y'all, even Ellen. Bye, girl.